How's everybody doing out there? This is the Black Effect Enterprise, and I am Nico B. Whoa, let me go ahead and get into this topic. Okay, men are the protectors of the family. Yes, men are the protectors of the children of the family, and women are the nurturers. Those men are needed for the man is needed for his role, the woman is needed for her role. Like, you, if you don't have the man present, understand, as a woman you have no protection. And as a man, if you have, that's the same as the man. If you were, as a man, had a child and you were a single father, don't you know that you have no nurturer? Men tend to know that already. Like, they just accept that fact, and they try to take on that role as much as they can. Or they in turn, end up getting another wife or another woman, to come in and help with that role. Like, when they get with another woman, they try to it's the same way when a woman gets with another man. If she leaves her baby daddy, the man she gets with, no matter what women try to say, they always end up trying to put the person they with into that role. They wouldn't even feel like he was a man. A lot of women don't even feel like a guy is a man if eventually he's not willing to fall into that, take over the role of her baby daddy, and as the protector and everything that he left. That's what single mothers, they expect that from the man that they get with. They not like, what do you think? You just gonna get with the mother and then abandon the kids? You're not gonna have to put in any energy with them. You're not gonna have to give them that father, that, like I said, stepfather energy, which is gonna come with protection and all that other stuff. It's the same way with the one that you're giving it to the woman, bro. Protection it's not just for kids. The man is there to protect the woman. And I mean, not just physically. He's there to protect her mentally. He's there to protect her from the brainwashing of the world, i.e. the brainwashing of Satan. And that's his greatest gift to her. Yep, the man's greatest gift to the woman is not his protection physically. I mean, of course, that's another great gift. I mean, he's willing, a lot of men, any man worth his salt, if he with a woman and he care about her, he'll lay down his life for her. You understand? That's the loyalty sheet that he possesses for her. Lay down his life. Like, that's as loyal as you can get. So physical protection is a thing, and it's priceless. Like, a man willing to give his life. And you shouldn't, as a man, you shouldn't be a dumbass and be willing to kamikaze yourself and give your life to someone who don't care about you. You can't, like, we can't be doing that. We can't, like, that's why you got a lot of men who in jail right now and things like that. And the woman just out here sleeping with another dude, just go right to the next dude and forgot about the man. Like, we can't be doing that. You wasted your life, bro. Now, for a righteous one to lay down your life for a righteous woman, that's different. You understand? And it's the same thing with women. Like, you shouldn't be out here nurturing wicked men, trying to have their babies and nurture wicked men's children. You understand? As a woman, bro, like, why would you do that? That's because unless you're a wicked woman yourself. You understand? If you're a wicked woman yourself, then okay, that's fine. We get that. Just admit that, and this isn't for you. We'll get around to that later. But just being honest, like, protection for men, it's very priceless for women and children. We think that's in America, women think because they got Uncle Sammy Sam. That's all it is. You think because you got Uncle Sammy Sam that you don't need the protection of a man, like who's actually loyal to you. You understand? Who's 100% loyal to you. Do you understand how priceless that is? And it's more and I'm not talking about your friends, your girlfriend, or who you go occasionally, go motorboat in a crotch, and I'm not talking about that. That's different. She's still a woman. At the end of the day, you both still have the same hangups, still have the same draws. You can't change. You still have the same things that intrigue you and draw you in. You still have the same mechanisms at the end of the day. In your very core, you cannot change that. And then again, physically, like for physical protection, that's just, we already know that's just a dub. It's out the window. You know, dykes fight. I mean, and, lesbians fight the most. They have some of the most tumultuous relationships, fighting like cats and dogs, because they fighting for position the whole time. You know, when it's a man and a woman, you know, they get together. The position is established and ordained now and forever. Again, the physical strength, like if a woman, two women are in the home and a burglar breaks in, they like who they can pretty much debate on who turn it is to go, you know, to the door, or to go see what's going on, or to go get the, you know, go get the weapons and go to work and go handle the situation. But when you with the man, you know, like there, it's already established. He's there for the protection, you know, of the family. You don't have to worry about that. And men and other men, again, when you see in a neighborhood, when other men see two women together, just say two women and neither one of them was a stud, because you have relationships like that. If you see if in a neighborhood, if men pay attention to see two women together, it's gonna be more uh incentive for wicked men and women to come and try to take something or do something to that couple, you know, than it would be if they were a man and a woman present. Like if there was a strong man present, like say like a bird, or somebody was looking to harm the woman, or do, like I said, or take something from a even scammer, they would be taken aback more so to not do that if a strong man is present, because they know what come behind that. Not only can they get caught in the act, you know, trying to do that, and then it's instant death, they also know that if they do something and the man catch wind of it, they gonna have to deal with him. It's just like, you know, if a woman say she went to the car dealership or something like that. I talk to women like this. A lot of times the mechanics, you know, the mechanic will think the woman don't know what she's talking about, you know, so he'll highball her ass. She, like, mechanics get paid major bank, bro. This, you know, of highballing women, because who don't have, single women, you know, because if you come as a woman, why the hell are you bringing your car to the mechanic, talking to him yourself? Why are you doing that? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you don't have a man, and that's just like, it's a no-brainer to me. Like, you know, this is ordained by God. Women don't just run around here, you know. That's your covering. Your man is your covering. Like, you, of course, you could do all the things you want to do in your life, just as long as you have your man as your covering. See, something, it's just like, and you teach your kids this in turn. This is why God has ordained the order to be God, man, woman, and child. Because women will teach their children about boundaries, you know, things that, you know, they may want to eat sugar smacks all day. Like, they may want to eat Reese's candy cups all day. But you know they can't do that because it's unhealthy. So it's the same thing with a woman. Just because, you know, a woman might want to go out, party, go on trips all day, not, you know, not work, just, you know, go around and live in luxury life all day. A man know that that's not gonna be a sustainable lifestyle, you know, unless he just got millions upon millions or millions of dollars. And even still, that stuff can go away. Like, look at Dr. Dre. You know, it don't even matter. Like, eventually you have to have something else to be able to give your woman besides you have to be able to give her those leadership qualities. It's not just money. You see, because Dr. Dre's wife was just like, look, man, eventually women realize that the man don't have it. It don't, even if he tried to give the facade by paying for things with money. No, you have to have a relationship with the creator as a man, have wisdom and learn skills. You know, you have to be a faithful man, understand? And you have to be a man who's willing to be selfless. You have to be selfless, you know, willing to pour yourself in as a man into your family. And in turn, the woman, you'll be the covering for your woman. You can impart wisdom on her. Because like I said, women know that there's boundaries for children. There's boundaries for men and women as well. Women go out here, you know, and that's what parents try to teach their daughters. You go out here and get drunk. Say it like this. You go out here and get drunk. Take pills. Do a bunch of stuff. It's going to be a high chance that you end up with an STD, that you end up being raped, you know, by someone, that you end up in a situation that you don't even remember what happened. You know, you end up building a reputation for yourself that you don't like, you know, that you end up becoming that you don't want the reputation sticking with you for life. You end up becoming a person who's disgraced. You understand? And a lot of these women today who just do what I want, had a mindset, I'm gonna just do what I want. I don't care what a dude say. I don't care about none of that. Those women are gonna learn when they get older that they're disgraced women. That those women have no covering, and the men and the people in the community look at them as a byword, like they're disgraced. And it's sad, but it's gonna be a lot of people like that. You know, men get they disgracing early. Like women are today, people shame men even and say that they should be in these traditional roles and things like that. But you don't have the women wanting to fit their traditional role. You can't have it both ways. And I really do mean that. But in all, just all in all, men and women need each other. Men, if men don't have nurturing, if the child, a boy doesn't have a nurturing mother around, he needs that to contrast the balance from his father. Because if he don't have that around, the father can't really do everything he needs to do. Because the father doesn't want to be overbearing on a son, you know, who doesn't have his mother around like that. You don't want to do that, because then he'll reduce him to kind of like to being scared of his father. You know, he's too harsh. Let's just say that sometimes men can be too harsh in their teaching and they thinking, and they need the woman right there to be able to contrast that for the child. It don't matter if it's and women, when they teaching their daughters and things like that, they could be too hard on her. They could start thinking about comparing the two and stuff like that. And they need the man to come with that wisdom and knowledge and strength to impart that situation, to contrast that situation, and also to stop any type of infighting with his strength that could go on. Like, he's the final say. These things, like, I know when I'm talking like this, people, like, you would think that this would be common sense. But do you see how much this is leaving the earth? Common sense isn't so common. You have to maintain these things. It's being taught that the nuclear family is not needed. You understand? That means the strength of the man is not needed. It's trivial. That means that his protection is not needed. It's trivial. That means the woman's everything that I said she entails, her empathy, the way that her nurturing ability isn't needed. You understand? But that's the thing. They try to make it seem like in this society that women basically can do both. They'll try to give you that. They'll sell you that women can do both and they don't need a man. But again, you're seeing the repercussions from society when you deal with other cultures and places who have the the man leading the patriarchal system in place. Like, look at other countries, man. They have order and things in place, and if you put in a versus, when you put them against the society that we're creating, man, it's not even it's no competition. And at the end of the day, that's why this society has all of the strife and dysfunctions it have, because you've taken the structure and the proper structure and order that was ordained by God, you've taken that away. Once you do that, I don't know why you expect good things to happen. Women who don't have a man, you constantly go out and do the same things. You constantly you go out and sleep with a lot of men. I've heard some women, young women, be like, you got to test out the man. You got to test them out to see if you like. When have you had that being a saying for women? You don't test out men riding different penises in your body. Are you nuts? Do you know what that'll do to you? And a lot of these women, they just, again, they do that to their own detriment, because they don't have no protection. If they had a boyfriend, that would be, and I ain't even saying a boyfriend. Like, if they had a man who was for them, if they had their own man, you understand? They had their own man, that would be their protection. They wouldn't look in these other countries, man. These women, they have the ability to do the same thing. They go do the same things. They can go to school. Like, they man will put them through school. They can, while they doing that, they man will be working. People over here, it's even just to understand that two is better than one. You understand? Two is better than one. Two is better than one. It doesn't matter what you say. You're like, women, I'm independent, I'm up nigga free. Like, yeah, but you working 2 times as hard. Just because over here in America, again, you can depend on Uncle Sammy Sam, if you like, as your safety net, and for government assistance and things like that. It doesn't matter. You still, in your actions, in your everyday life, when you got to go pay for extra services to get your groceries, you got to pay for, extra protection. You got to pay to be in these gated communities. When you have to pay other people to do this, to watch your kids, when you have to pay for all of these skills and other things that your man would have already taught you and gave you. You understand? Women just don't understand. A lot of women just aren't gonna aren't in the next level. Like, they're just on base level, like high school level. Like, women were taking care of themselves in high school. I know my mama was 17 or something like that. She had a job. Like, this isn't new. Like, anybody can work a job, get a career and do all that. Like, that stuff that's not what's gonna just sustain your joy or give you joy and peace and things like that. And again, it's not, your career isn't gonna be able to protect you. That's just part of more of your mental enslavement, to be real. A lot of women just are slaves to their jobs and things like that, and they'll listen to their boss, but they won't listen to their man. They'll listen to a boss and basically be controlled, do everything boss say. Don't post this on social media, don't wear this. They'll do that. But in turn, when they were dealing with a man, they act like they don't have to do anything. They don't have to listen. That's part of your protection. Like, again, boss tell you to put some PPE on or do this or do that. It's part of your protection. That's why you need to listen. So with that being said, this is Nico B, Blackeffect. I'm gone.